The U.S. military test-fired 2 unarmed Minuteman III intercontinental ballistic missiles this week, with the Air Force noting they were not driven by current world events. The missiles are capable of delivering a nuclear warhead and can travel more than 6,000 miles and reach speeds of 15,000 miles per hour, Mach 23. They form a key part of the U.S. military's arsenal, making up one leg of the U.S. nuclear deterrent triad. The tests, which involve the Air Force and Space Force, took place June 4 and June 6 from Vandenberg Space Force Base, California. Air Force Global Strike Command noted in its news releases that command is tasked with handling one leg of the United States nuclear triad, which is also made up of submarine and bomber-launched nuclear weapons. The test launch comes amid heightened tensions with Russia over its full-scale invasion of Ukraine and a spike in nuclear rhetoric, which included Vladimir Putin last month announcing nuclear weapons drills. However, AFGC said in its statement that such tests have occurred over 300 times before, and this test is not the result of current world events. Last November, Russian media gloated after an unarmed LGM-30G Minuteman III was terminated over the Pacific Ocean in a week in which Moscow revoked its ratification of the 1996 Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, CTBT, banning nuclear explosions, including live tests of nuclear weapons. The fact that we were able to complete 2 operational test launches in 1 week is a testimony to the excellence and professionalism of the airmen and guardians who do this mission every day, said Colonel Chris Cruz, 377th Test and Evaluation Group Commander. This morning's launch demonstrates our commitment to deterrence as we serve as the cornerstone of security for our allies and partners across the globe. In both cases, the Minuteman III traveled around 4,200 miles to the U.S. Army Space and Missile Defense Command's Ronald Reagan Ballistic Missile Defense Test Site on the U.S. Army Garrison Kwajalein Atoll in the Republic of the Marshall Islands. The tests helped various U.S. departments involved in the maintenance and development of ICBMs gather data on the missile's flights and launches, AFGC said. The latest tests of the Minuteman III come as the development of its successor, the LGM-35 Sentinel, continues amid growing costs and delays. In 2020, the Air Force awarded a sole source contract to develop the missile to Northrop Grumman, with a delivery date in the late 2020s and an entry into service in the 2030s. Since then, the missile program's cost has ballooned by 37%, jumping from an estimated $95.3 billion to more than $125 billion, and it will take at least 2 years longer than expected. Some estimations suggest the program is now likely to cost over $131 billion. The increase is so staggering that it breached Nunn-McCurdy limits and forced U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin to reapprove the program to keep it from being canceled. The rising costs and delays have been attributed to capability jumps from the Minuteman III, particularly related to launch control facilities, as well as inflation and labor issues. Indeed, the Air Force intends to field its next ICBM, dubbed Sentinel, though the program is behind schedule and its cost has grown beyond what was anticipated. After a delay, the nuclear missile's first test flight is expected to take place in February 2026. The Sentinel program expects to produce 634 missiles, 450 of which will replace Minuteman III missiles. 184 will be used for tests to demonstrate system readiness, and 25 will be used for developmental test vehicles. Until the Sentinel comes online, though, the Minuteman III will continue to serve as the Air Force's ICBM. If you enjoy content like this, please go ahead and like and subscribe to this video because I appreciate all your support.